Yeah. Definitely needs to go to war with Nagron sooner. They keep doing that. That's Katep keeps going straight for Nagamond, which I admire it. I admire the audacity of it all, but no, because I know your trick. It's gonna be terrible for multiplayer, isn't it? Because you just know he's gonna. He gets a. When he cancels trade or cancels a treaty for like 5 turns, he gets public order buffs everywhere. The extra 71 a turn. Is that what I get, or is that what they get? I always get confused by these. I think I get it the wrong way round. I get an extra 95. I think he gets an extra 71. But I'll get it. Sod it. No, not doing it. Not doing trash. Because I'm just going to piss off people I'm trying to be chummy with. Oh, take the settlements, man. Expand. Oh, they haven't said that. They're going to be uninhabitable to him. Yeah, every time I see that, I just think like he's got a terrible star location. It's just like there's so many uninhabitable places near him, and they're not mountains, because it's just the mountain areas he gets a bonus to. Ooh, faster scorpions. Royal Menagerie. Attrition.
The Hekara rises from the sands. Setsu!
Oh, I didn't even see that there. Sunken booty. Oh, 30 growth in all provinces. Great. And extra income. Awesome.
Son of Nehikara.
Shall we give him a chariot? Just because I know we can see if he's still watching. Because I know he's very adamant about not having a chariot. And you know, he won't watch this enough to know. I imagine. I think I'll keep him on his horse though. I'm not sure actually. Oh, for now, he's got the horse. He'll keep it. Let's make him a blade master. Because I'm not sure which army he's going in. I think he might be... Yeah, I think he will go into the cavalry army, if any.
Voyage! Submit. Find my harem.
Right, 1 turn, you're going to be done. You're still missing a unit though. Which... Did I have a plan? Did I decide... Why is he missing 1 unit? Oh, it was going to be guys with bows, right? Did I not? Oh, I gave that to somebody else. I think I was considering putting bows in there. Because I did want... we need some more of these buildings, really. It'd be nice to have the option to have more. I'll have a look around, see if we got... Because the problem is, I feel like we've got plenty of chariots, and the first 2 tiers give you chariots. It's only the third tier gives you... We kind of... I've almost given up on the chariots. Right. So...
My will be done.
So you got some archers, you got nice tomb guys, you got 2 princes going to be there. Futep is still on foot as well. So yeah, this is very much the front line. It would be nice to get something else that's shooty. If no, it's still got, it's only 5 turns away that. Probably just I tend to wait until I've got wait for an army. I just wonder if I get another casket of souls in here. think I might do that. I don't know if I'll do it straight away. So I won't be able to build another lord. Will I? I won't even be able to replace this lord. I think one of the, I say the trick I did, I actually suicided a lord against an army. So I would have a free army slot so I could then recruit a higher ranked lord. Because I couldn't just replace him. You have to recruit him. That's the only time you get the bonuses. And you can only recruit so many armies, so if you've got all your armies out, you can't do it. Oh, because you can't disband. I don't know if anybody knows, if anybody was confused by that. You can't disband an immortal or legendary lord, and all your Tomb Kings are immortal. They come with it as standard, so they can't die. So,
attend your king.
Right, instead of disbanding the Tomb Guard, I'm going to move, right, 1, 2, 3. I might end up moving all of these. I think I am going to try and go full cav in this army. Just for fun, we might change it later. Once you capture a province over there, it'll be easy to just... I mean, the infantry and stuff, adding infantry into an army isn't as big of an issue. So let's, with that in mind, let's get all the infantry over here. So that'll be another 6 spaces I need in this army. Let's get rid of you lots.
Submit to your king. Onwards,
And he's going to be a Gavin. I mean, he's going to...
Nehekara rises from the sands.
Oh, can we not...
Next time we move, my will be done.
Wait, the recruits guide. Next, I can't remember what I was going to say. Yeah, next time we want Tomb Guard somewhere, he's probably going to lose them. Because we can recruit them on global in one turn. Oh, in fact, let's just move these over for the moment.
The king moves.
It's totally excessive. I don't think these are... One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We don't actually have enough anyway. I mean, we can get some cavalry archers, I guess. This is going to be a terrible army, isn't it? I don't know. I just feel like, yeah, we'll see. We'll give it a try. Maybe we'll do better than the cavalry army. It doesn't help you're not on a chariot yet, and neither are you. You're not even on a horse yet. Oh no, you are on a horse, so that's fine. We need another 2, 3 units. We might just get some of these next time. Oh, you might as well be on this stance. We'll throw in a couple of... Oh no, we're doing our max global stuff. Okay, we might throw in a couple of horse archers. And we will stick Rimbaud in there as well, on a horse. It's just like, if these were heavier cavalry, then maybe... I don't know. But, I haven't really used these that much, so... I know they were a lot better than the normal horsemen. But it's like, I just found like the normal horsemen are a complete waste of space.
Shall rise again.
Okay. No, don't look back. If my temptation whenever somebody's in the ocean is like, oh, let's have a quick look to see if... No, is this all going to be... No replenishment or recruit at high seas. Is that just because of the high seas then? It's not to do with a storm. Huh. We probably then want to be heading... Yeah, that's going to be... all that attrition all the way. We need to probably move somewhere where we're not going to get the attrition. If we can. Did we get attrition last? Oh, actually, it might not be much of an issue. She gets... don't think we got it yet, the extra skills, but she gets like 75% reduced attrition. And I was tempted to get like before the final skill points, get those two. She basically doesn't suffer from it at all. So I want to. Would it be nice to? I don't know. I was thinking about improving her ambush. I think because we've improved all her units. I haven't improved her as a fighter at all, or even bothered with a mount for her. She's very much just sit at the back, give buffs to units, countercharge when necessary. I don't want her to go one-on-one with Arcan, put it that way.
High Queen Khalida.
I happily shoot him at a distance, for sure. We'll move over this way a bit. I kind of don't want to sack and raise these settlements, because I feel like if they don't have a border, they might be more willing to declare peace. But I don't know, they might be at the stage where they're a permanent war, which does happen depending on how far through the Vortex campaign they get. Here, another hero.
I command! My servant fails me.
I could just start assaulting garrisons and such just for the experience.
Set sail!
Wouldn't be the worst idea, or for him at least anyway.
Open the casket of souls!
Public order's too good for him to have any sort of effect.
Advance!
Aha, okay. This... Right, move there.
To greatness.
Go in that stance and start recruiting your necrosphinxes. Oh, you can't, because it's all on global. Would how many of you at home spotted that? It's because of him, isn't it? He's doing all the global recruitment. Is he going to be done next turn with a good bunch of it anyway? Okay, I need to start getting him moving. But he needs to stay on land. Or at least he needs to drop off on land at some point on the trip. Maybe I'll just start sending him over. We'll establish a beachhead by taking one of these with Khalida. In fact, we may go straight for the Sorcerer Isles. That's probably the best plan, and then we could launch our let's score walls. This one's probably going to be relatively easy to take, and then he'll probably come in and try and repel us, and it'll be easier over here, and he can come over, recruit globally from there. I think that's, instead of faffing about over here, because even though he's basically at the moment he's only 2 units short. So can you get in the water? I don't think you can. You can. We will quickly pick up that island, and probably that one as well. Oh, Lich Priest.
Submit to your king.
Oh, okay, yeah, Lich Priest. I thought there was a character missing from here. So yeah, we get save a spot for the Tomb Prince. Maybe we'll swap some of these out. I don't. It might be worth having a few archers. In numbers, the horse archers are fairly decent.
In time we move. Where is my chisel?
Let's get the extra armor defense for the Stalkers. And then I think we kind of decided last time it would be the 6th dynasty. I think the 1st dynasty is mostly only just helping with stuff we're not really using anymore. Oh, Yes. Sorry, I thought I said Nehekar and horsemen. Just the chariots and the Nehekar and warriors. We don't care about you particularly. I mean, it's not bad, but I don't care that much. Extra recruitment capacity is good. Extra ones of magic, yeah, all good. Ah, he should be the chariot king. God, I might not even bother recruiting him. You know, I don't know. We'll see. It's a while away. Because I just don't care. I mean, he's the one who should have the chariots. Maybe for the last. I mean, at that point, we're going to be talking about 7th or 8th army. So maybe for the laws, we will just have one army. We should be able to get him quite high level. We would have one army who's just massively over the top on chariots. Nothing but chariots. And with the 20% bonus to weapon strength and missile damage, maybe they'll actually do something. I mean, that's a long way away. That's like 20 turns away. Or more. I think...
Petra watches.
One more turn. I know I said I wanted to get these guys going. I just know it's going to take a couple more turns for the... Lamazash and Khalida are on their way. Those two armies are very soon, a couple of turns away from being on their way. I think the armies are kind of built and sorted now. There's a setup who's going for the Dark Elves. I'm happy with his army. Going to be a couple more turns before he's ready. There doesn't seem to be that many armies, Dark Elf armies about this way.
When I sit on my throne, you can begin.
What do you want? You want a defensive alliance? No, I don't think I do. Even in the short term. I'm not in a rush to go to war with you. I feel like I'm going to be going to war with a lot of other people first, but as long as you're trading with me, that's all I care. And Thousand just doesn't cut it anymore. Oh, no. I was going to say, you're at war with the bowmen. Which... Krogar was on good terms with him. I don't think Hexorotl is particularly. Or they probably don't care, especially. Because if at one point the bowmen were in my way, if I was going through the south and going up, they were blocking the route off, which would mean I would end up having to go to war with Krogar, even though I want to avoid it. Hopefully we can cement our alliance with Hexorotl. I mean, I've been saying that for ages now. It's just like we've been burnt before. Techless. I was really looking forward to an alliance. I'm still expecting Hexor as well to turn on us maybe eventually. Oh, it's a declared war on Lothran. When Lothran declared war on us... They finally confederated well. When Lothran declared war on us, we brought them in, but they peaced out ages ago. Okay, despite the best efforts of our chief necrotect, and I notice how he's not our chief necrotect, but he just gained a rank. Dabbler's Third has failed. I'm going to blame it on him. Despite the best efforts of our chief necrotect, one of our tombs has started to sink back into the sand once more, before giving up its illustrious arcane secrets. If we do not act quickly to shore up its entrance, we risk losing everything we have thus far gained. So less growth, less casualty replenishment. It's so long, 10 turns. I mean, we get pretty good replenishment on our troops generally. I'm just thinking about it, it's only really mostly going to affect... Well, within 10 turns, it will be an issue later. When we're fighting, it's mainly going to affect setup, because his units at the moment are going to take an extra turn than the building just to replenish, but he can start moving. Reinforce the troops, let's sacrifice the warriors, and just because it's like we want more tier 5 settlements so we can build more cool buildings, and so we want the growth everywhere. Oh, I think this is the first hostile thing. I wonder if we can attack him back. 27%. Okie dokie. Let's keep on moving.
Onwards, legions! Animus!
Scheme of Doom. Basic warlock engineer just carries a bomb into underneath enemies' walls. Oh, excellent! Get extra movement range, which is always nice. That affects the Lord's army, so I think that's kind of doubles it up. Right.
Will be done.
Yeah, 2 turns here. You're still 5 turns away. Why does that seem to have slowed? I mean, maybe that was the 8%. I mean, the hero gives an extra 8%. We can still start moving even if not fully replenished. Right, let's keep buffing him up. I think next turn we can start getting these skills, which will give us more, probably more Necropolis Knights. We may want to, with that cavalry army, actually just in the long term replace it all with Necropolis Knights. I don't know, we'll see. Gets a bit excessive. I like theming armies, but I don't necessarily want to go too over the top. It's just when you've got 6-7 armies, it's nice to have a variation, so you're not just basically fighting the same battle. I think I made that mistake with my dwarf campaign which was the first ever campaign I played. Campaign for now. Oh, what was that? What did I get? What did I get? Favorable winds, was that? Movement range, which is nice. It will get
Address me as your highness.
where he needs to go quicker. Oh, it's 25%. Oh, 10 turns. 25% for 10 turns. I think that's why I had 10. That's nice. Let's make a slight detour to see about getting this sea corpse. Yeah, with my first campaign where I was playing as Jaws, I didn't really know the game that well either. It didn't help. But I don't think it wasn't until really late game I actually really appreciated heroes. I kind of thought, why do you want a hero in an army where you can have a whole unit? I didn't realise that heroes are actually that good. Which is cool, I like that. And I wanted to... I don't know, I can't remember what all my armies were. This was 2 years ago now, but I know I very much like the Dwarves because of their artillery kind of ranges. Rakash, can you get in here now? You probably can, can't you? You might even be able to come out of March. I might even... So that's sorted out public order problems. It's a short term. That's going to go down more. Okay, and you're just going to stay here. What I'm going to do... Let's talk about notifications. So we no longer get notifications from garrison lords. But let's make sure we tick it on for everybody else.
Address me as your highness.
I feel like this should be on by default. I don't know if there's a... Nobody reminded me. In between battles, talking about on default. Where's the menu? Options. Campaign settings? No, it's not campaign settings. There's my sort out my difficulty settings if anybody was curious. It's game settings. Default guard mode. Be nice if they added in a default get notifications. Because the problem is like there's going to be times where you don't want notifications for people, but you have to disable notifications for everybody and then manually reinstate them. If you do it from the start, I guess it's not so bad, but I see there's a mod for that. I feel like they did it a bit backwards. Because I don't want to accidentally end up having them in a settlement and miss a turn of movement because I didn't get a notification about it because they were in a settlement at some point after conquering it or something like that. So I think that's how it works. It doesn't work the reverse anyway. By putting a tick in the box, it doesn't stop notifications happening. So I had that problem with my... When they implemented that in the patch, it was... I was playing my Vampires campaign and I had tons of heroes. And I had a whole bunch of heroes... Like, I think I'd already researched... I researched all the tech tree and I just had a bunch of necromancers boosting income in places. Like 8 of them, and I kept getting notifications, but if I disable notifications, it would disable notifications for all my other heroes, my wights and my vampires and banshees who were all doing missions.
Servants.
We were going to think about putting in Casket of Souls, 5,000 for one. Having said that though, it'll probably be replenished by the time it's 4 turns away. Don't know, we'll have to... So we have to think about it soon, otherwise we need to get something else in here. I do want to get the other Casket of Souls, so that's what we will do. I think. Because then after 20... There was only 15 turns between being able to use it again. Because I forget these don't stack. The cooldown starts straight away. So within 15 turns, we're not going to be building another Lord for 15 turns, I imagine.
Legions rise.
Right, you've got 2 turns there. We're not going to get any more of those buildings. We want another unit in here, don't we? We're going to do archers, won't we? Will we get a couple of archers? Only going to take a turn. I feel like I should. I think I'm tempted about getting rid... I'll get rid of these guys. And so then we'll have a group of 3. Because I don't think one unit of archers is... It's absolutely no point, in fact. And then... But 3 units of archers can do something. They can pick up some... guys. I'm gonna see the other ones in there. What I should have done.
My dynasty.
What I should have done is stick the halberd guys in here.
Unliving curse. Mortal fool.
He's still in. No, sort of. Doesn't matter. We've done it now.
Hekara rises from the sands. Petra watches.
Although the funny thing is, actually, I mean, wouldn't have the same experience if I deleted them. I could get them in here. Let's get another tomb guard in here. We may as well. We've got a few turns before we can get another Casket of Souls. We might have a few. We could. Doesn't cost us anything. We can delete them.
Legions rise.
Right. So you're going to be going in 2 turns. Let's build 3 of these. And Where's
Do
Grimbeard?
not challenge me.
It's going to take you a little while to get here. You might be actually a good amount of time, because they're going to be. You're going to stuck here for
My
2 more
dynasty.
turns. I bet you I'm going to get another. I'm going to get that in 2 turns, aren't I? I'm going to want to build another Necropolis Knight. Sod it. Don't care. This is where I need like another Lord as a mule. He can recruit the cool units and then move over there. And the ones that take time.
Gods.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. With it, as much as I like to wait around, we just have to figure out something. I want this other guy to station himself here because we still haven't shored up relations with Tlaxlan, and there's still always a position with not Tlaxlan, with Hexortal, and there's still also an issue. It's a might go to war with Hexortal.
Make way! My faith in you wanes.
Yeah, we got a
Second
let's
son.
priest back. Let's assassinate
Death,
him.
death.
Yeah, success.
They have served me well.
Let's get some more Knoppy jars. Can't see this guy going into an army anytime soon. Although, no, let's carry on going down here. I'd rather come back dinner later. We're not exactly hurting for Knoppy jars, so we might always. He's actually, I think this guy is actually Aussie Owls is our highest ranked guy. Tomb Prince anyway.
Ready, father. Prince moves. Make way.
Right, that should be the end turn. We'll be able to get another cool item next turn. Oh, we've got a whole bunch of money, haven't we? Got tons of money. Let's see where we can spend it. Ports are normally really good, but the extra 1% trade, I mean, sure, yeah, but it's going to add up. But for 4,000 for 1% trade, I mean, my trade is 2,000 at the moment. So what, that's 20 a turn it's going to add? How long is that going to take? How many turns before this pays for itself? I don't need the growth anymore either. At some point I probably will, just for the sake of completeness. Right, remind me. Is anywhere ready for a settlement upgrade? Or to level 5 anyway? No, you're still some turns away. You're forever away. But with that in mind, let's upgrade that and we can upgrade that one. If I can upgrade somewhere to a level 4, I know these buildings are quite expensive. Oh, it's more here. I can upgrade that to level. I can upgrade that to level 5. I should do it. These are more expensive here, but yeah, they'll give me some. No, I was going to say give me extra income from ports. Yay! I don't get any income from my ports. But it give me some extra money, and then it's going to be more expensive here. It's going to take 8 turns. It takes longer as well. It's going to take forever. Even with the 10% off, it's still, because this is all uninhabitable, unpleasant, should I say. We should think about deleting this at some point, because then we can start building. Let's not worry. Can't afford to replace it. Well, next time we could afford to replace it. What are we going to replace it with? Nothing until we get to level 5. Okay. Hope you're all appreciating the conversation and very much having just with myself, doing both sides of the conversation. save the money? Do I just save the money? I know there's definitely other places I want to develop. I mean, there's a lot of development to do. Hopefully now it's like, we're not necessarily, it's going to be a while before we can get even bigger settlements. So, are we up population 4? I think we were waiting for that. Why were we waiting for that? It was definitely somewhere I was waiting for population 4 particularly. So I thought, oh, we can build this next cool thing. Don't think it was here. I'm going to assume it was here. Maybe just because I noticed it was closer. Because I want to build a citadel here, or fortress. Whichever one reduces corruption. It gives untainted in adjacent provinces +2, which will help just kind of clear. I mean, do we still have? Well, we've got some vampiric corruption here, but I think we still got some Skaven corruption here. Does the local population modifier ever go? Seems to have been. I'm sure that would have been higher than 1 at some point. Maybe just it does take a long time. I feel like after a certain amount of turns it should go. We'll see. Remember, this is 4. I say remember, it's probably going to be an update. We'll see if it goes down. Right, I think I will hit end turn. We'll do what's what, and then we will end it, because I'm getting very... It's 1:45. God. It was at 1 o'clock when I said to myself, oh, we'll just do a little bit more. I mean, our armies are starting to move now. So what, 5-6 hours been streaming? 6 hours, and I tweeted out that I'm guessing none of you actually looked at the tweets. I'm assuming I'll probably find the usual kind of things most people is from browsing that they see my stream. But so hopefully you never actually really saw the promise that I was going to invade. Call it clickbait if you want. If you know, if invasions of the Southlands is what gets you to click. It's not like I put top 5 ways of invading the Southlands. That's interesting-ish. If that army's coming down to settle that area, as opposed to just invading, they will be my first target. I had to get warn them soon. I need to shore up my allies. Exortal needs to become my allies. Otherwise, the war will happen eventually. And having mutual friends will help. I know at a certain point they all get negative modifiers to relationships with each other based on how far they are through the vortex, and I think on the last bit they all just automatically go toward each other. I don't think that transfers to me particularly. Minus 31 treaties with Itza. I'm sure that's changed. I'm sure it wasn't that high. This is deteriorating quite rapidly. We're gonna have to... Yeah, we'll have to declare war on Nagron soon. That should helpfully shore it up. You've got 1 turn and you can start moving again, but you can't. You're not going to be fully replenished.
I am Morathi.
If you... Oh, Morathi! Hey! If you come here and settle that, next turn. Just in time for me being ready, I will attack you. That will be the war started. But that would have to wait until tomorrow. I said to myself I wasn't going to come on tomorrow, but I'm really enjoying this game. I just want to play more. I 100% need to prioritize getting streams up on YouTube though. I'm breaking them down to 1 hour sections, so it'd be easy to catch up instead of just plonking the whole stream up in one go. Which I've got into. I figured out how to do it. I had to learn the software. It was taking me a while. It's just kind of like learning as I go, sort of thing. But it's not that tricky. I just haven't, while I've been streaming, I haven't done really any of it in the last couple of days. At the moment, the first 3 streams just full up. But I think, yeah, last night I had it labelled as 10 streams. This will be 11, but I don't think that's quite right. I think that's just files. Like, I think it's more like 6 streams. I think on my save games, I write down end of stream 5 or whatever, just in case. I don't know, just in case what. I think if it wasn't live, I might be tempted if the save goes wrong. I don't know. You can always go back, I guess. Because that is one of the big problems I'm knocking on wood. I hope I don't have to run into. But if I lose a video from a stream, you know, that's it. If I lost this one, if I don't get the video, the VOD can't download it from Twitch. That's 6 1-hour episodes. There'll just have to be a big gap. And no. For you, I don't normally have this many people on my stream, especially not this late. On Friday we had a good number of people. Now what day is it? Thursday we had a good number of people. Most of them have gone by now. I'm assuming it's largely British people. So welcome to any new people who are watching. But I think my habit generally has been so far that get to this kind of stage and it's like, right, I'm not going to do any more gameplay now. I'll save that for tomorrow, start of the turn. What I do tend to do is just ramble on a bit. It's normally a good opportunity to just kind of look around the world. We already kind of... Let's have a look at ownership. There is a bit of a cheat, a bit of a bug, I think. An oversight, should I say. If you're on a diplomatic stream, overlay, on a diplomatic screen, on the overlay, and then you look at... Oh, what was it? How did I do it before? Clan Moors.
Soon.
It actually shows you their territory. No, it wasn't diplomatic I didn't want to look at, it was ownership. Attitude. No, yeah, ownership. Although it gets a bit tricky now because they've got a very similar colour to Hexwater. But we can do a process of elimination. But so tomorrow these armies will be going across the ocean and they will get there. We're going to have a couple of easy turns, I think, of just like no armies to build. It gets a bit confusing, like what can I build, where do I put them? When you've only got such limits, it's interesting. I mean, it's so different to the other races. It's great. I mean, I love this game's just, they've done such a good job of having all the races being very different. There's similarities and stuff in certain mechanics and such, but army constructions are completely different because you just got free reign. So it's like for ages I've just had these like 3 or 4 armies close to each other, just swapping troops around, just trying to get one who can recruit loads, and then it's like, right, we've recruited all the cool stuff we can, now let's divide it up amongst each other. Whereas you just don't... I mean, of course, on the other side of things, playing as somebody else, you've got to... you've got to spend the money and the ownership. I keep going to say this, and I keep distracting myself, but yeah, this time of night, like, feel free if you don't want to watch any more gameplay, just go. You're probably not going to miss too much. I just want to ramble a bit and have a look at the map and see what the rest of the world's going on, and talk about plans and such. So don't hang around if that doesn't sound interesting to you. But thank you for coming all the same. I kind of like to point that out at the moment, just because same with on YouTube actually. I want people watching this on YouTube and then be like, oh, there's another 20 minutes on the video, but it's not really all much. Probably not going to be that long actually. You can tell it's getting late for me because I start losing track of my thoughts. Ulfran is united. They kicked out the Dark Elves here as well. I think the Dark Elves are... They're still... Let's have a look at the strength rankings. Loven is now strength rank 2. Nagarond are 36 settlements. They were 40 something settlements, and I can't remember what exactly. I mean, they lost one over there. I don't know about this one. I want to say they were on 43, but I can't remember. Tep doesn't look like he's many advisors. I should have a look, see if the New World colonies, if they can do... I mean, they tend to be pretty friendly and just do whatever Hexawattle does, so if Hexawattle doesn't like me, they're doing the same. It seems like they're the same things that affect them affect the other ones.
I am ready to parley. I hope your words are wise.
Can I get military access with you?
So be it.
Accepted. Oh, that's... I said I wasn't going to do anything, didn't I? This is where I've got to resist. It's that whole one more turn mentality. I'll just do this. I'll just do that. But I totally would have forgotten that. Which will... I think that was going down to 20 before, now it's 22. Because then you got that treaties with the New World colonies modifier, which that would have gone up a bit. So Nagarond is getting his ass kicked a bit. I mean, it's still up there. Oh, they haven't got the most settlements anymore.
Ulfwan's defender.
I wish I could see who was winning the Vortex race. Is there anybody I haven't met yet? I feel like there's might be some Order factions I haven't actually met. No, scaling's there. All the numbers seem to go in line, so unless there's somebody at 31. I mean, so I know there's Mordors up here, but they probably got taken out quite early. And the Skaven are still here. Cretch, I'm assuming, not Cretch, Tretch. Difficulty saying that. You want to say Twetch. Twitch. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, I'm properly rambling this time, so I'm just going to go now and leave you all wanting more, maybe. Because I don't think I'm saying anything of value. I think we've been kind of keeping an eye on this anyway. So we've got a book over here, a book over here, and a book over here. I don't know if there's an achievement for getting all the books, but I'm going to do it anyway. And with that, I think I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you everybody for watching. I need to get... I don't know why, last couple of streams, I've got out of the habit of looking directly down. When over here where I'm looking at the stats, just in the viewers. I don't even have chat over there anymore. I moved the chat, so it's just below, on my tablet, just below the camera. Forces me to look at the camera more. I need to hit myself every time I do that. I need like a little buzzer. I mean, it's one thing, I'm going to have to look at the info over there at some point, but it's not like anything new on there. Oh, somebody made a clip. Anyway, I'll have a look at that later. Thank you very much for watching. There are links down below for, Twitter, YouTube, if you want to have a look and check them out. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe. I feel a bit lame saying that, but apparently it works and gets people to do it. And I'm just going to go before I just collapse. Take care, guys. Thanks again.